Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's for John Robinson. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Penix working from the gun. His first throw is an interception. That's Justin Simmons. And look at the opportunity they've now got at the very start of this game, Brock. All thanks to the interception on that opening possession.
Yeah, they love to say that a running game is a quarterback's best friend, but right next to that bestie is a defense that can take the ball away for you.
We've set it down from 37.
Good.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. They'll throw, 3rd and long. That's a cut for the first. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And the Bucs have the first. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score. It will actually head to that other sidelines.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Good. 180.
Back now, pressure coming. Hits him on the out route. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Under 10. Good. 180.
Pacheco will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. Baker now off to play fake. And he's going to have the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He cuts it to the right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Penix now on first down. The rookie from USF hauls it in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
On the shotgun, Penix. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. This defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Penix facing a third and long. Escapes the pocket. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded, and they forced a fourth down.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10.
Regular. Watch out.
Baker out of the pistol. Broken out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Second down, Mayfield pass. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
180! What's that?
Second down run by Pacheco. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and goal at the 7-yard
Offense in
line.
position now. It's first and goal. Baker now. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get 6 more on their early advantage. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a designed read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers drive their lead to 11.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. Here's Robinson, start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Penix here from the gun. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. He has this down to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 48
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Buccaneers leading so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break.
And the Falcon first down.
Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score.
Let's go. Cougar, my team. 79 Broncos.
From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be second down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hut, hut.
On second down, Robinson. He's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
It's third and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Let's go.
Third and long for him here. This one's caught. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down. And they've got themselves a first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now he's just thrown away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Running it after the penalty. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Only 3 yards. They're going to need a much bigger play than that on a lengthy 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Into traffic, complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
They'll run it with Robinson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons make it a 1-score game in the first half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 4.
Falcons 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Buys time, rolling right. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Point it right.
Throwing again is Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
180.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Real. 180.
It's Pacheco again. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
180.
3rd and long, Mayfield. He's going to push one deep down the right. That one connects. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers now lead by 10.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers drive their lead to 11.
21. Falcons 10. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready up.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Penix now to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Here's a screen setup for Pacheco. He's inside the 10. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers kick it off and give quotes on the ensuing drive. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
28. Falcons 10. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Running left is Robinson. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Now Penix off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now they have 3rd and short.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here we go.
Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 1st and 10 from the 43. Penix working from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there's going to be more interceptions.
Shotgun snap against Robinson. They're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Penix on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. Escapes out to the left. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Throwing this one back at the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They think the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. They'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And the Falcons scoop it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Hey, Kate, these are... few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, it's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Here's Penix to throw. Throwing deep towards the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons make it an 11-point ball game.
28. Falcons 17.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Hurry! 180! Watch one!
Baker now from the gun. Check down complete to Pacheco. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They get 19 on that pickup. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
1st down throw here, Mayfield. He beams one, deep right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Baker. He is knocked down at the line. One of those big uglies up front, got his hand on it at just the right moment. That's going to force 3rd down.
You know, most pass rushers really don't get enough credit for how well they read those quarterbacks. As he was fighting his blocker, kept his eyes on the ball, and he timed it perfectly to get a hand up in the throwing lane and force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
180!
To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. 1st down. Here's Baker. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get more points Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 18.
17. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
They're on the 35-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bucs have the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's Mayfield. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
1st and 10, it's lateral goes haywire, it's out! The Falcons bring it in. He's off to the races! Hits the 20! And Atlanta will return it for a touchdown! The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons make it an 11-point ball game.
Falcons 24.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
180. What's up?
Drive begins with a run by Irving. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. And he brings it back for the pick 6 and the Atlanta touchdown. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
2-point try coming. Penix and his offense getting set.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point
They want to run it across. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead. Only a field goal now.
35. Falcons 32.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Good. Run. 180. What's up?
After the pick, here's Mayfield again. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A gain of 15 there. And the Bucs have the 1st.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Finds him over the middle. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They get 35 out of that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Running right, it's Irving. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
180. Kings. What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 9-point advantage. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play fake. Penix. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
From the shotgun, Penix. Got a man. It's Drake London. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Penix throwing, 3rd and 2. Oh no, they get him yet again! That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Now here's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
A motion to tight end left. Play action. Here's Penix. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Man downfield, and he finds London. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Drake London with the touchdown. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons cut it to a field goal game.
Falcons 39.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
180! Regular. Done.
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Is complete to Cole. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Done.
Baker out of the pistol. Finds the in route, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
What's on?
Quick throw to the left is complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
What's on?
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Working quickly here.
Taken down back at the 42.
Real. Alert! Stop!
Mayfield now from the gun. That's incomplete left side. Tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Hurry! 180! Real. What's on?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And no touchdown here. He just needed a few more, but this one goes out at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 9-point advantage. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game.
39. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Robinson. Has room down the left sideline. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His third total score in this game.
Okay, we are watching a showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you. It's about the guys up front, receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
49. Falcons 46.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Bucks have the first.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down, and they go right back to it. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Truck pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They gain 11 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
Baker now off the play fake. This finds Bellinger. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield now off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
First down carry for Pacheco. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on.
He's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 9-point advantage. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Falcons 46. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. And those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held to just a yard. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Penix working from the gun. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it inside the 10. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons making a 4-point game here in the 4th.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Falcons 53.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Mayfield set to pass. It's up. Off the tackle, but he lost the football. And this is going to be Falcons football. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. To the right side and wheeled in by London. And they're going to be sent up, Brock, with 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. Robinson is in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons jump in front late. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Buccaneers 56.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Set. What's up?
Here he is to throw. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
King. Set.
Back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Give him 25 on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Set. Regular. 180. What's up?
He'll look to throw it. How's it at the 7? And he will score and get the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
All right, pretty aggressive play here. They're going to try for 2 and to push that lead beyond the field goal.
180. Alert. Real. What's up?
Setting up to pass. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Xavier Watts picks it, and he's out the clear. The 50. He's at the 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. From the shotgun, Penix. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off the defense at any time.
And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off.
Penix's pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Set.
From the gun, Mayfield. He put everything he's got behind it. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks the tie. That could win him this game. Brock, touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Falcons 62. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. There's Gould on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now a timeout, so there may be time for 2 plays here, Bronx, but a quick short one does him no good. You got to go for broke here.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Getting out to his left. Trying to push deep downfield. It's intercepted. That will do it. That's Justin Simmons.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Line up the design keeper. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. And they're